This is a real-world review of a Chevy Silverado 1500 LT. Thank you, Kenzo. We are not off-road enthusiasts, okay? We don't go off-roading every weekend. We don't need something that's, you know, we're not working in the logging industry. We're not going up and down logging roads all day. This truck is a family truck, but it's also something I can use to, you know, work on the property, throw some cement bags in the back, a couple pieces of wood. If I need to tow something, get away on the weekend, tow a small boat, tow a small trailer in the back. If this is your use case, this is a great truck. Now, there are people who are Chevy fans and Ford fans and Dodge fans. You know, these days the factories are putting out really consistent production. And, you know, Lean Six Sigma, all that, they have learned from Japan when it comes from that. And, you know, quality control's really up there. The particular combo on this LT, it's a Duramax 3.0 with a 10-speed transmission, and that seems to be a great combo. They're really hitting home runs with that. It's the same transmission that the Ford has. And for us, you know, if I can get 500,000 out of this by taking care of it, that's a wrap. That's a done deal. But we live in the Pacific Northwest, and it's muddy and wet up here in the winter time, and we have to go up and down dirt roads sometimes. So, you know, we needed something like this, because that little blue Mazda over there, boy, that thing's just getting trashed. Let's talk about some of the options in here. Everything we got with this bad boy. So this is a standard LT crew cab, four-wheel drive, Cherry Red Tintcoat. The interior, we didn't want black because we get mud on the inside, and the mud kind of stains that black, and it's really hard to get out. So we wanted a lighter color to match the mud, but we got that. And then here are the other options we got with this LT. The Duramax 3.0 with the 20-inch wheels, leather package, safety package, convenience package 2, and then all these sorts of things. And people complain about this 8-inch screen, but that's plenty for us. Yeah, tons of stuff. All those options, everything came out to that, plus the we got a discount from the manufacturer and the dealer, so it brought total price down to about $49. The miles per gallon, that's something that we want to improve. 24 is okay. Right now we're doing about 23.3-ish, but one thing I noticed is that all this time auto was on the four-wheel drive, so the truck kicked into four-wheel drive sometimes, and that caused fuel efficiency to go down. So what I did is I set it to 2, and I'm hoping that the fuel will go up to around 30. And if I can get around 30 miles a gallon out of this thing, that's going to be a home run. It's going to save us thousands of dollars in gas over the life of this truck. Just to go inside here a little bit, you know, we have the center console here. We have a little storage there. This comes up into a seat. More storage under here. There's a little lock, little key thing there. We have a power outlet there. We have small USB, big USB, cigarette lighter, all these buttons up in here. This thing is a bit of a pain though. I wish Chevy would, every time, this is the auto start, auto kill. When you stop at a stop sign or a stoplight, the engine kills automatically, and then when you press on the gas pedal, the engine will start again. What I really wish, and you have to press that every time you start the truck, you have to press that button if you don't want it to auto stop, auto start. That's a bit of a pain. I wish that you could just press that button once and the car will not auto start at stoplights, will not auto stop, auto start at stoplights. It's just a pain to have to do it every time you start the car. Remember to hit that button. Power rear windows and rear defoggers. We have a huge back. I love the back of these trucks. I sat in the Dodges as well as the Fords, and The back here is super roomy. You know, we have 3 small kids, 2 dogs, and room is really needed. This glove box here, these 2 glove boxes, I don't even know why Chevy did this. Like, I mean, what can you store in that? Like some sunglasses, that's about it. And then this one here is a little bigger. But yeah, and in general, you know, this is not a high-end, top-of-the-line truck. You know, it is a you know, it gets good fuel economy. It's a family car, you know, designed for some carrying and some hauling here and there. And you know, they didn't go crazy on the quality because they're saving you a few bucks. We have USBs in the back here, cigarette lighter in the back there. You obviously can put some power in there. The flooring here, we really wanted a rubberized floor because we live in the Pacific Northwest and it gets nasty and wet in the wintertime. But they stopped doing that. That was not an option on the LT. We were trying to find it. It's an option in the work truck now, but not the LT. But what they do have are some kind of floor liner, a rubberized floor liner that snaps together, and it will cover everything. It'll go way up under here. It'll go way under here and up this wall a little bit. So we're going to get that, protect all of this from the mud, and it drapes over here. It'll be really good protection. As far as the color goes, I really like this new Cherry Red Tintcoat that they came out with. It has little tiny metal flakes in it. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not, but these metal flakes really make the color pop. We do have 20-inch wheels on this LT as an option. It originally came with 17-inch. It also has a chrome bumper. The back of the truck, you know, the lip tailgate comes down nice and slow. We have a power outlet here if we're doing some work. Each of these hooks, usually these tie downs, is about 500 pounds. It has a bunch of these. 2, was that 4, 6, okay, so that's 10. It might have a couple more. Spray on bed liner. We picked this up from Ocean, trailing package, so we have all the connects and all that stuff. We picked this up from Ocean Crest in Warrington, Oregon. Super responsive, really professional team. We were dealing with some other dealerships before, and they just weren't as responsive, and Ocean Crest got us exactly what we wanted from the factory. It got here in, you know, 6 to 8 weeks, super fast, and we picked it up. It had 11 miles on it, so we're super happy with everything. Again, the color just looks fantastic. The only difference between this and an RST is really the bumpers match. On the RST, the bumpers match the color of the paint, and this here is a polished black, I believe, and maybe a couple of other, I believe, tires. They come with default 18-inch tires. But really, you know, if I had to do it all over again, I'd probably go with the same truck. The only options I would want in addition to what we came, you know, to what we got are the interior floor liners and actually that's pretty much the only other option I'd really want on this. The problem with colored bumpers is that you get little paint chips on them over time. Little rocks and stuff will hit it and chip the paint up, and then eventually, here, look out, son. And then eventually it starts looking like this. Something came in here and hit this back area and gave it a little chip right there. But your front bumper is going to look like that after a while, and that's not cool. So I kind of like the chrome bumper. You know, it's going to take a lot more beating than a painted bumper. And I believe the RSTs have come with a 2-inch lift. Listen, this lift, it doesn't have a lift on it, but these 20-inch tires, they plenty of clearance when you turn the wheels and everything. We're not doing off-roading every weekend. If we were doing off-roading every weekend, you know, we were off-road enthusiasts, 4x4 everything, I'll go with the RST. But we're a family. This is a commuter. It's going to get great gas mileage. We're going to tow things now and then. It's a great truck for what we need. And if I had to do it all over again, like I said, I'd probably go with this. As far as, you know, Chevy versus Ford versus, you know, Dodge, it really comes down to aesthetics. I like how the Chevys look. I like how the Fords look. I'm not a fan of the Dodge grill and you know, the way the Dodges look in the front. But again, these days, everyone's putting out you know, product through, you know, sophisticated processes, you know, factory processes, and you know, they have quality really dialed in, so you really get what you pay for. And this Duramax, great engine, super smooth transmission, super quiet. I think the 10-speed transmission really helps with gas mileage as well, and I expect high miles out of this truck. You know, I take care of my vehicles, you know, change the oil regularly, I'll change the transmission fluid when it's supposed to be changed, etc. Keep all my service records and everything. So I'm hoping to get about 500 out of this when it's all said and done, and hopefully by the time I'm pushing up daisies, this truck is still running. So that's the plan. You know, again, these Chevys, you know, they're not like super high quality. I mean, this metal, you know, thin stuff and whatnot, but you know, put a good coat on it, take care of it. Part of the reason it's thin and light is it helps it get good gas mileage, and that, again, that's super important. It really adds up over the years. That's my impression of this thing. Love it. Really good truck. People say it drives a little rough and the brakes are spongy. The brakes are spongy, I'll tell you that, but you can get a an aftermarket kit to fix the brakes, not a problem. As far as the ride, you know, I've been riding in trucks my whole life. I just really don't notice a rough ride in this thing. It rides like a truck. It rides like a pickup truck. So if you're used to riding pickup trucks, that's exactly how it rides. I'm sure it rides a little smoother when there's a load in the back, but again, great truck for a commuter, high gas mileage, and it looks great. So that's my take on this Chevy Silverado 1500, and I hope that you find this video informative and it helps you with your buying decisions in the future. And if it does, hey, thumbs up. Talk to you later.